Well, it's the first surprise shave of 2019. This is a product I never expected to receive. I was expecting one product from Sebum. I got three, including two I never expected to see. Hello again, Michael Freeberg here from beautiful North Carolina with another shaving product review for you. It is a series of products from Sebum Gold. I actually received more than I anticipated. I thought I was receiving one product for review, which was another version of the Sebum Gold, or in this case, Sebum Blue post-shave serum, but I actually received the shaving soap, which I didn't even know existed, as well as a trial or a sample size of an exfoliating face cleanser. I'm going to show you the face cleanser just for a moment. I'm going to review that in a later video because I want to use that for a couple more weeks. But let's start off with the first product, which is the shaving soap. I did not realize this was even a thing, so I was very happy to receive it for a review. It comes, as a lot of the Sebum products do, or Sebum Gold products do, in very different containers. The packaging, of course, stays true to the brand that he's putting forward, which is glass containers, often with the cork top. In some cases, it'll be wax sealed. The face scrub, for example, that came with a wax seal as well. So we just pop the cork on this, show you what it looks like. I think it's a single ounce or an ounce and a half. Yeah, it's an ounce sample container of this shaving soap. So let me just tell you what's in here, because it's a very interesting list of ingredients. It is saponified oils of kokum butter, Elipe butter, virgin red raspberry seed oil, and then an essential oil blend for the wild blueberry scent. So no palm products and no coconut products. All right, let me just recap that. I'll show you what it looks like in the Captain's Choice loading bowl. There you go. A beautiful blue color. So for the scent, it has a slightly sweet, a little bit of a fruity scent to it. It smells a bit herbaceous, a little bit green, a little bit vegetal. I would have not have known this was a blueberry scent unless you had told me, so just take that into account. But it is a kind of a lightly pleasant, slightly green, slightly sweet smelling scent. All right, for today, I'm going to be using this monster Yaqi brush. This is the 30mm synthetic, which has worked great with this soap all week. The razor for today, and I'll show you just the first piece of it, is going to be the flat bottom Gillette Tech from the UK. This is shave number 7 on this Gillette Platinum blade, or no, shave 8 actually, and it is 100% going to be the last shave on this blade. There we go. Base plate on there. I'm going to include the nylon washer and the handle for the flat bottom English Tech. You just screw that on, make it nice and tight, but don't over tighten, or just be careful with the handle. Okay, as always, 2 days of growth. So let me go and get my face wet. We'll go and start lathering. Yeah, so for the face scrub, which I'll talk about in just a minute, but the face scrub is I think it's a coffee scent. It's got a nice kind of rough feel to it. So you only use it 2 or 3 times a week, which is one reason why I want to review it in a couple weeks. But it has kind of a really interesting face feel to it when you use it. It's not what you expect from a facial cleanser. And then at the end of the shave, we'll use the Sebum Blue post-shave serum. All right, I'm just gonna get the brush, just wet the brush through. Yeah, so the soap is kind of a very cool blue pearlescent shine to it. I would say it's lightly scented. Some, I think, may find this a little bit medicinal in scent. I think it just depends on which way your sort of your taste goes or your nose goes. I'm just lathering this up with a relatively dry brush. I'm going to add some water. This soap does not, you don't want to drown the soap with water, by the way. I would definitely recommend start with a drier brush and then keep adding drops of water. Want to make sure I get a good heavy load. Soap has an interesting kind of feel between the fingers. It's very soft, feels kind of dense and concentrated. All right, there we go. A little more water in there, just so you can see what's happening. And you can hear that's getting a little bit sticky and pasty, which is what I'm looking for. All right, a little more water. And again, I'm just dripping a drip of water in there. Yeah, I really didn't know what to expect from this soap because number one, I didn't even know it existed, so I had no idea, hadn't been reading about it, hadn't seen any reviews, wasn't on my radar at all. I was expecting just a sample of the blue post-shave serum. All right, that is likely going to be plenty. I'm going to drip just a bit of water onto the brush and just get my face wet again. Yeah, so then if you look at the ingredient list, I've not seen a soap before that included just those three saponified ingredients. But I will say the soap lathers very easily and very quickly. You'll probably start getting a bit of a shine or a bit of what looks like a bit of a glossy look to it pretty quickly. But don't stop. You want to make sure you add enough water as you build the lather. There we go. Yeah, I have to say I really like the knot on this brush, but I have to say I think I remember this as being a more comfortable handle to hold. In fact, it's not that comfortable to hold because this line here, the bead is too low. And for me, I'm finding myself sort of gripping with my fingertips and it's big, a little bit heavy. So I'm just having to, choke up a little bit on the brush. The scent, by the way, in the soap definitely becomes stronger as you lather it. There we go, a little more water for sure. Just paint it in. Yeah, this brush also sucks up a huge amount of soap, way more than you might think, so gotta be patient a little bit. There we go. That's almost ready. Nice slick feel to it already, just moving the brush over your face. Just a touch more water. Yeah, you can sort of see what's happening density-wise. Building a nice, sort of creamy, slick layer. There we go, that feels properly hydrated. Plenty of lather in that brush for the next couple passes. Okay. Oh, no, this soap doesn't taste good, by the way, in case you're wondering. All right, let's warm up the razor a little bit. 2 days of growth as always. 8th and last shave on this Gillette Platinum blade. So for the Tech, this is one of those razors where I think it maybe gets a bad rap in the sense that it is considered almost too mild by some. But I have to say, extremely comfortable. Still pretty efficient. And because it is so comfortable, if you need to do a couple extra strokes in any given pass, really run very little risk of razor burn or irritation. Very, very nice slickness to the soap. And you can see that even though this is a mild razor, 2 days of growth, really no issue at all. Yeah, I always struggle with the idea that people feel like the only real shave is the most aggressive shave, and that somehow you're being a shaven baby by using something like a Tech. Nothing could be further from the truth. You know, I like the term safety razor because they are safe to use. And very often some of these mild razors, people feel like they're just kind of too safe, but fact is they shave great. Good residual slickness on the soap, by the way. When you start to rinse, you can really feel there's still quite a bit of a nice slick layer left behind. Plenty of lather in that brush. I've just pulled what was left on the bottom there. As you can see, a very nice kind of dense, creamy slickness to it. The nice shine. Yeah, I'm not sure if there'll be any other soaps. I can't think of any that have, in some ways, that limited a list, and certainly ones that don't include either some palm or some coconut oil. Really interesting take on soap ingredients. There we go. Pass number 2 across the grain. Yeah, and I've also been dealing with some, just because the heat isn't running here and it's forced air, it's very, very dry in the house, and my skin is very, very dry as well. So just had to really kind of take it easy. The mild razor in that case is just, at least for me, big help. Yeah, and performance on the soap really has been very, very good. Just, you know, as I said, I had no idea what to expect. Overall, very, very happy with the results for the week. As you can see, good density to the soap. Isn't dissipating or falling apart. It's not too wet. There we go. Really interesting thread not too long ago on Reddit about a person having to deal with one of those terrible swirls of hair that just bedevils some people. Yeah, and those seem like a real struggle, because there really isn't an easy direction in which to shave. But the only advice I could offer really is that you just have to try to use your razor and figure out what direction is the most comfortable in general for that area, and try to shave for comfort as opposed to complete eradication of the hair there. Kind of let your skin and the reaction be your guide. You know, you really can't follow a true kind of simple with the grain, across the grain, against the grain, and the swirl like that, just not really possible. So you have to find some other way to approach it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, nice, easy pass. To clean up down here a little bit. All right, pass number 3. That was quick. Yeah, soap does rinse easily. It isn't one of those soaps you just have a really hard time getting off. I feel overall rinse is pretty clean. It's not super easy to get off. There is a residual layer, but it's not one of those sort of very heavy, dense, or overly fatty soaps. All right, just squeeze out some of the lather from the brush. As you can see, there's quite a bit of very nice looking lather. Some of which, of course, fell onto my shirt because, of course, why not? Yeah, it's kind of a bummer about this handle. Like I don't know what it was, but you can choke up on it, but then there's a lot of soap on it and it's kind of slippery, so you hold it below the bead, and then it's actually a little bit too big. But the knot is fantastic. All right, there we go. Enough lathering tomfoolery. All right, rinse my hands. And let's finish off the shave. Oh, let's get this off as well. That's no need for that. Ugh. All right, final pass against the grain. Excuse me. just very light. You know, my skin gets this dry, and if I have any kind of additional sort of inflammation, and I'm beginning to suspect, by the way, that it is a combination of environmental, but also I may have just a low-level persistent cat allergy. Always seems to flare up when I come home, and definitely worse during certain parts of the year. And the best part about it is, it's on my face, so nobody really sees it. Yeah, you can just feel, first of all, still very good slickness. Razor still moving relatively easily, but you still have to just be aware of the fact that your skin just feels different. There we go. And this is another one of those times that I would definitely recommend, if you feel like your skin is sort of objecting, don't overdo it. Like, I feel like I already have a very close, very good clean shave. No point in really overdoing it. There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. All right, let's rinse off a little bit. There we go. Try to get some of the soap off and out of my ear. All right, one more. There we go. All right, let's towel off. Let's talk about the post shave. So, like right now, my skin feels a little bit slick. Definitely feels kind of supple. It doesn't feel like I've moisturized it, but it feels, just generally speaking, feels good, right? It just has kind of an easy, natural feel to it. Doesn't feel overly tight. Doesn't feel dry. Now, if you don't do anything, what I found is that if you just leave it go, this feeling will persist for a while, but that feeling doesn't last, obviously, because it's just dry here, and at a certain point, your skin is going to feel dry. So, I'm going to go now and add the third product that I received, and I will show you the facial cleanser in just a moment, but this is the, I think this is the 1 ounce, yeah, this is the 1 ounce pipette style version of the Sebum Blue. So there's a much larger container. I think there's a 5 ounce container. This is the 1 ounce container. It comes with this very cool sort of stone ground pipette style dispenser. This is a latex bulb, so if you're allergic to latex, please note that if that's the case, then this would not be the dispenser for you. This oil is a little bit thinner than the gold and then the purple, so it recommends 7 drops. I'm just going to use the pipette, which I'll show you in a moment. Right, it is a little bit thinner, so I have been doing between 5 and 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, just to prove to you I can count. Put that back in there carefully. Definitely a little bit thinner than the others, with a light blue tint to it. So you can see a little more runny than some of the previous ones. And what I've done is, if I felt like I needed more, I would apply 5 drops and then wait a moment or two, let that soak in, and then apply the next 2 or 3. Rub your hands together, warm them up a little bit. Yep, scent comes out a little bit more. and then just lightly rub it in. The oil, like this post-shave serum, it soaks it almost immediately. It does not leave behind a greasy or waxy or oily feel to it. Just give it a minute. It will be entirely absorbed, and what you'll have is a very nice, natural feeling, sort of sense of suppleness and smoothness to your skin. I have been very happy with the results from all the ones that I've tried. The Sebum Gold, the Sebum Purple, which I definitely enjoyed more than the Gold just because of the scent. This is another very light, easily absorbed oil. I think for me, 7 drops is too much, but I can definitely see that if you have just a lot of irritation in your skin and you want to just add on, I would do 4 or 5 drops and then a little bit more. It is designed to have a strong anti-inflammatory effect, and I can say where I normally have quite a bit of sort of spotty irritation or inflammation, I've used this twice a day over the course of the week. That is substantially reduced. The spots around my mouth were certainly much worse. That's just a matter of changes in the weather and back in the house again after some travel. I suspect those spots in a couple days, maybe the end of the week, those will fade. But I have to say, this part of my face, which is very often quite irritated, looks better and certainly feels better. Very, very happy with the condition of my skin, given where it was at the beginning of the week. So, if you're interested in this, you should just note, by the way, that the post-shave serum, the blue, uses a very expensive and I think a difficult to source or obtain essential oil, so the cost on the serum is quite high. That remains still a niche product. That is a very high-end men's grooming product. That's not kind of your general over-the-counter product, so just be prepared. Cost on that is still quite high. All right, well, I don't know about you, but I'm very, very happy with that shave. Smooth. That oil just works great for my skin. Very happy with the results there. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. Oh, I'm not gonna leave it right there. I almost lied. These are paper labels, by the way, so it's very possible to get these wet and have the label be a little bit affected. You can kind of see what's happened here, but I will just show you, I'll give you a sneak peek, the inside of that face wash, which I'll talk about probably in maybe 2 weeks, something like that. But this is a very nice exfoliating scrub that you can use once or twice a week, or more if you really feel like your skin's okay with that, to get ready for the shave. So that's another interesting product from them I'll talk about in a later video. Okay, let's recap, and lightning fast. Razor first, Gillette Flat Bottom Tech. Beautiful, easy, simple razor, still in pretty good shape. Yeah, there's some brassing and plating loss on the top there. Does not affect the shave at all. Very, very easy to use. Mild, efficient, comfortable, easy. Cannot recommend these tech heads enough. Beautiful, simple razor. Love it. Let me do this. Remove some of the lather from the brush. Yaqi, the Yaqi brush. This is the 30mm black fiber, white handle monster, I think is how they describe it. Really, really like the knot. Not as much of a fan as the handles I remember being from the first couple of times I've used it. But you know what? Live and learn. Soap for today has been this absolutely wonderful Sebum Blue. A completely unexpected surprise. No idea this was coming. Didn't even know that it was a thing. Very, very happy with the results. Easy to lather. Creamy, slick, dense, protective. Very good post-shave feel. Nice kind of a slick, hydrating feel to it. Overall, very, very happy with the soap. And then following that up is the Sebum Blue. This is the post-shave serum. Like I said, these tend to work very well for me. That was true for the Bart's Balms ones as well. So I've tried 3 of these oils and another post-shave oil from Bart's Balms. This product and products like this do work very well for me. I would definitely recommend you try them, because you may find, in fact, it has a very beneficial effect on your skin. That one has worked out quite well for me, and I look forward to going through that bottle and then rolling back to the Sebum Purple, where I still have, a fair amount of that left. I am using that almost on a daily basis at night, kind of trading off some other products. Overall, very happy with that line. Well, my friends, let's leave it right there. I think we've covered everything we had in the mix. Thank you so much again, as always, for watching these videos. I hope to see you again for next time. Thank you so much again, of course, for your comments and questions, which you can leave against this video or any previous video. And until next time, thank you for watching, and goodbye.